Hello everybody, welcome to my first vanilla tutorial. Vanilla is a fan revival of Rec Room that uses an older version, and with that older version of Rec Room comes their circuit system, CV1, and I know a lot of people may be unfamiliar with CV1, as, you know, it's an older system. A lot of new players joined with CV2 and got used to that, and CV1 may be intimidating to some of those players, so I'm here today to hopefully teach you something and how to use CV1. Today we're going to be making an integer counter using CV1. An integer is just any whole number, 1, 2, 3, etc. And this counter is going to have a reset function, subtraction function, and addition function. So you see here we have an output chip currently on 0. If we add 1, it goes to 1, add 1 goes to 2, subtract 1, it goes to 1, reset, it goes back down to 0. So the first thing you're going to want to do to make this is you're going to go to your watch menu and you're going to go to your home page. In this home page you're going to click backpack, and under tools the second option should be your maker pen. You're going to click use on the maker pen and grab it from in front of you. Keep in mind you can only do this in rooms you have permission in, so I recommend creating your own room or doing it in your dorm room. The first thing you're going to want to do to get started is you're going to click Create on your menu, your Maker Pen menu, and that's going to open your palette. Under Props and Dynamic, you're going to click Button. This is going to be the main input for our counter. You see we have 3 here, so I'm going to spawn one button and use the Clone tool in my Maker Pen menu, and I'm just going to clone it twice. So with these, we're now going to get onto the actual circuits part. You're going to want to, in your palette, go to Gadgets, Math Chips, and there's going to be one chip we're going to worry about for now. We're going to worry about the Combinator chip. The Combinator chip is Vanilla's basic math chip. You're going to want to spawn 4 of these math chips, as that's what you're going to need for the 3 functions we want. And on your menu, you're going to click Configure, and you're going to see if you were to click on one, you have a few options here: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. We're just going to worry about multiplication and subtraction here. In case you missed it, I turned this middle one into a subtraction chip and this top one into a multiplication chip. You are going to keep the other 2 as addition. So now you're going to keep configure on, and on the top multiplication chip, on the green 0, you're going to click that, and you're going to click G signal plus twice, so this number should say 2. You can close your palette, and if this number says 2, you did it correctly. So now we're going to begin wiring. We're going to start with the reset function, as that is by far the easiest thing to do. On a button, you can choose which one. I prefer to label them like I did in that example back there. On one of your buttons, I'm going to choose the top one. You're going to grab the red output when button is pressed output, and you're going to grab that and bring that over to the rightmost addition chips reset pin, and you're just going to link those together. So, we're going to move on to subtraction. I'm going to use the middle button for subtraction. You're going to grab the red output and bring that up to the red input of our topmost multiplication chip. Following that, you're going to take the output from the multiplication chip and bring that into the green input of our subtraction chip. You're then going to go back to your subtraction button, same when button is pressed output, and you're going to wire that into the red input of our subtraction chip. So once we have that, you can take the output of the subtraction chip and put that into the red input of the rightmost addition chip. While we're here, we're going to take the output of this addition chip and wire that into the blue input. What this is going to do is store the value of whatever you put in it, so if you were to have a 4 in there and you clicked +1, it wouldn't just go back down to 1. So now we're going to move to the addition. This one is by far the easiest. You can just wire when button is pressed from the bottommost button into the red output of an addition combinator chip, and then just take that output directly into the green input. So now, just to double check that we've done everything correctly, we're going to go back to our palette. You're going to click Create, Open Palette, and in Gadgets, under Other Chips, you're going to take the output chip from the first page, and you're going to spawn that right next to our addition combinator chip. You can just wire output to input, and this will let you know what exactly is currently in the system. So we're going to test this right now. Add 1 goes to 1, add 1 goes to 2, addition works great. On to subtraction, subtract 1 from 2, 1, subtract 1 from 1, 0. And yes, we can go into the negatives, that is what we want. So I'm going to add a few here to test the reset. 12, click reset, goes back down to 0. That is the entire counter. It's really simple. Once you get the wiring down, you can build this from memory, or you can do as I do and save it as an invention. So, with that, I think that's going to be my first tutorial. I really hope you learned something today, and I hope you can use this in your rooms in a meaningful way. Goodbye.